Get in here, chat. You're taking too long. We've had this conversation, all right? When I go live, guys, it's going to be random. I want you down up in here as soon as possible, all right? Get down up in here, chat. It's time to get active. Guys, do me a favor. As you guys come down up into the building, leave a 1 down up into the chat room so that I can understand that you guys can see me correctly, that you can hear me correctly, that everything, the audio, the visual, that everything is going well, that I'm coming through A-OK, that everything is coming through fine. Well, wholeheartedly appreciate it. And I mess with y'all from time to time. I troll y'all, but I know y'all on my notification game, all right? So I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly, okay? I'm going to troll y'all from time to time, all right? Why? Because it's fun, all right? I'm in my MTR petty season. I can do whatever I want now. I'm like the old man on the block who's been on the block for like 80 years. You know, he waters his grass with his drawers on. I come up here not giving as much of a fuck as I used to, all right? I come up here to entertain, to educate, and just have some fun with the community. But shout out to you guys. Hello, there we go. We got some ones down up into the building. Shout out to the family. One love to the MT Army. Shout out to my guys who are exceeding expectations, who are going above and beyond to accomplish within their life, within their purpose, within their communities, within their relationships. That's the moniker of the MT Army. I see you, my G's. And matter of fact, let me also call this out as well. Shout out to one particular member of the MT Army. I was walking on the street earlier today, and I was going there, and I heard someone behind me, MTR, right? So, meanwhile, I'm thinking to myself, there was no place for someone to jump up out of, but apparently this person did, right? So he said, yo, MTR. I turn around and he says, and I said, who? And he says, MTR, right? And I'm like, nah, I think you got the wrong person. And then he's like, stop lying. So I know when they say stop lying, then they really watch the platform. So I look back at him, I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? I walk up, we dap each other up, right? We start having a cool little conversation. And, you know, he says to me, man, I got a short story I got to tell you. Meanwhile, I'm on the way to something else. I'm like, man, I hope the brother just makes it quick. He proceeds to tell me that he was in a relation. He was trying to get in a relationship with a girl that ended up like lying to him about her being a whore, right? Her being a thought pocket. And I said, the first thing that I asked to him is I said, well, did you look at her friend group? And he said, yeah. And I said to him, and they were all easy, weren't they? He said, yeah. I said, bro, I talk about these red flags all day, baby. I talk about these all day. He said, I know. And I said, you did what I used to do. You let a pretty face lie to you. All right. But we already know over here that we are all growing within the process, but we're doing everything that we can in order to get out of life what we need to. Through all of the challenges, through all of the burdens, the things that we're going through, we rise. We motivate to rise beyond their expectations. Shout out to everybody that's coming down up into the building. Shout out to Big Diesel Time with the $5 super chat. I'm currently walking into the gym. You go live, must be serious. So yeah, we about to get active down up in here, all right? We'll give folks like a couple of minutes to get down up active, but I must go in. Matter of fact, let me throw this up on the screen real quick just to give those that are down up in here exactly what it is that I want to talk about. And guys, as you guys come down up into the building, make sure that you greet your neighbor, all right? We're a small but yet mighty group of dope people over here on this side of the internet. So ensure you greet your neighbor. If you want to put in your location, shout out your city, go ahead and do that. But let's get active on what the conversation needs to be. Hold up. Got to like my own video. All right. Here's what I want to talk about here today. The video I uploaded last night, actually. So many of you may have not even seen it yet. Wife calls husband a simp for marrying her with 3 kids. Okay. Now, I just did content on this, uploaded it, and the video has almost 100,000 views. And one comment that I saw that up in there is that, yo, MTR, how you know you're not taking her comments out of context? I said, shit, well, I don't know at the end of the day. All right. But unlike some other content creators, what we do is we like to provide as much of the truth as damn possible. So I want to go over the long form content, and I want to just hear the things to make sure that I'm not taking anything out of context, right? Or that there's a different way to look at what it is that she's saying because of it. All right. Now, with that also being said, I know that there is a lot of other different content topics and pieces that's going on all throughout the internet. And if you guys want me to talk about those things as well, it's a live stream. All right. We can absolutely talk about whatever you guys want. Just let me know and we'll get active on it. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick, and then we will get down up into it. All right. Oh, also, let me call this out as well. This content comes from this stream. This YouTube channel right here, the Big Facts Network. Before going over this content, I had no idea that this channel existed. You can see it's a small. Oh, it's got 152,000 subscribers. Never mind. So it's over 100,000 subscribers. I haven't heard of them, but this clip went viral on them. So, we got to give credit where credit is due and attribute them collecting this content up on there. So I would implore you guys, if you want to look at this content without my comments, go up to the thing. It's linked down in the description box down below. I'm tired of seeing all of these people tell me, hey, MTR, you talk too much. Well, just go look at the main content, baby. All right. No one told you to be here to listen to my shit. All right. Just go look at the main content. But shout out to everybody that's coming down up into the building. Hey, shout me out, MTR. I just want to hear you say smooth Kenny. There you go, my brother. Also, shout out to the MTRs. Shout out to the beautiful, sophisticated ladies that support the MT Army over here, that support men in general, to understand that there ain't no goddamn patriarchy that exists within the West right now, that that understand the almost damn near insurmountable matrix level feminist bullshit that is encroached upon within our society here today. Shout out to the MTRs, because you want to stand. And the MTRs look at content like this and they want to vomit on this chick's face. All right. But maybe we got it wrong, baby. All right. Maybe we got it wrong. And let's just go over the content and ensure that we are attacking it correctly. Before we get started on the content, let me also shout this out on Instagram real quick. All right. So go get something to drink. Go get your popcorn so we can get situated within the content. All right. And then we're going to get active. All right. All right, hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me wipe this off. Let me see. We are live up on the YouTube channel right now. All right, I'm gonna do the content on this chick right here. All right. I just released some content on the IG as well as YouTube. I got a full YouTube video about this situation. Now I'm going live. I'm gonna review the whole podcast. So come tap in right now and let's get active. All right. All right. Shout out to everybody that's coming down up into the building. Wholeheartedly appreciate you guys. Let's get started. All right. Y'all ready? Put a one down into the chat if you guys are ready to go. Put a one down if you guys are ready to go. Get Dr. Brian on. What am I going to do trying to talk to a fraud? What exactly am I going to have a conversation about? Matrix attack. You need to get an MT era. Hello. My ears are going to burn listening to this lady. And listen, let me also say this as well. That's what I was also thinking, because like I said in the actual video, I said brain dead people going to brain dead at the end of the day. So I may get exhausted listening to this woman's voice as well. And if so, maybe we can course correct and go talk about something else. I don't know. It depends on what y'all want to do. All right. I'm leading the conversation, but I want to be able to talk about things that are absolutely relevant. All right. And if we get as much out of the conversation as possible, maybe we'll go off and we'll look at something else. But I see a bunch of ones down up into the chat. So shout out to the family. Guys, also ensure, and you might have forgot about it, click on that like button so that the YouTube algorithm can see as much as what's going on, see that you guys like it, and then also suggest it to other people as well. All right. But this content, as what I said in the video, when I originally looked at it, I actually posted it on IG prior to, even on YouTube, prior to even WorldStar posting it up there, but it went up on WorldStar. And essentially, just to catch you up, she's essentially saying that she married a simp. The guy asked him, well, how you know he's a simp? And she said, because he married me with 3 damn kids. So within that being said, I talked about in my video, the pressure that is put on the men, to modern men today, to sort of be like just something to utilize, just something to use for the betterment of other people. And she has used her husband, who I believe that she's still married to. So she is beyond red flags. She is beyond redemption, at least from the clip that we looked at. But here's one thing. They clipped up Kevin Samuels like it was no one's business. And if you look at the full content, it was hard to argue with. All right. So let's look at the full content just to see who I think is a cobblestone dweller. Let's see where she actually falls within it. All right. Let's review. Let's go.
Beneficiary.
Oh shit, she's got an Instagram. Should we go up there and take a look? Write a one down to the chat if you guys want to go take a look at her Instagram. This is totally absurd though. This is so crazy. You know what I'm actually thinking? I'm actually thinking that she's just lying about being in a relationship. Right? Because who on earth is the goddamn man that signs up for a chick that gets up on a podcast and says all of these goddamn things? All right, I'll go over to the Instagram. Let me acknowledge some of these super chats real quick, just to make sure that I'm up to speed with thanking those that thank me. Shout out to Jack Meddy. I just got my passport and I'm definitely going abroad. If this is what's left for trying to find suitable matches, but I might leave. But I might as well leave. Shout out to Jack Meddy. I appreciate the support, my guy. Shout out to Moonstone Gem with the $10 super chat. I work with married couples, and a husband once said, if I can hire a prostitute and a maid to do a better job than all that you bring in my life, I don't have a wife. I have a burden. Well, totally agree. The idea, here's the thing though. Majority of these women that talk like this have no idea what an asset is. They have no idea what a liability is. They don't give a shit. All they want is what they want. They're like pestilent little children just wanting ice cream every night. That's what they are effectively. But they infect other women within their echo chambers to behave like this. And that's what's sad. Let's keep going. Shout out to Bad Rasta, $5 super chat. We need to end the simp epidemic as a society. This has gone too far off of the deep end. All right, let's go to Instagram real quick. Let's try to see if we can learn something new. Let's see if we can. Is this your queen? Is this your leader, baby? Okay. Let's take a look. All right, I'm not seeing any nakedness up here, so that's good. Let me bring it up on the screen for y'all. Let's take a quick look. Let's see what this person who thinks she's a 10 has cooking. 82,000 followers. Okay, so it seems as though she has some type of platform of. Okay. All right. Wait, what?
That I'm going broke. I have expectations. When you don't meet my expectations, I move the hell on.
Oh, so this is what she does.
Because he went through a little financial struggle.
And did.
At any point in time, did you feel that?
Hold up, there's music on it. I don't want to keep on playing it. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay. So she posts shit like this, caked out. Okay, I understand. Okay. Caked out, nippled out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is modern day slutting. You see what I'm saying? It's like e-girl, e-thought, right? Like, let's just call it what it is. I mean, and she talks about that as well. She essentially trades vagina for cash for the highest bidder. Let's see the form. Let's see if the form is respectable. How'd I know? It's not. Okay. 37 weeks ago. Okay, so this is a prune social media account. Okay. She prepped for me, gents. All right, let's keep going.
My mama raised me.
She hard like you.
Oh, yeah. So when they say that they mama raised them, and oh, did I miss one? Hold up. I spent 2 years of my life unhappy with this man. I've been in denial about my desires for women, and I'm ready to live in my truth. I was never attracted to this man. I never fell in love with this man. My husband was just a good guy that felt I needed, but I never wanted him. I don't give a F what anyone thinks about me. I'm choosing me and my happiness. I filed for divorce. Is this... Oh, God.
There's some important papers I need you to read.
A divorce?
Yes, I want a divorce.
Who's recording?
Get no divorce around here. What you want a divorce for?
Because I'm not happy. I'm not gonna stay in a marriage that I'm not happy in. I've already been unhappy for the past 2 years I've been with you. Baby, I'm tired of it. I want happiness. I want to be free.
All the stuff I do for you, yo, I provide. I make sure you
What?
good.
This is a skit.
Kids good. I make sure everything done around.
Okay, but I can do that myself. You are just
So why
not
you didn't do it
enough for
yourself?
me. I was doing it when you met. I was good when you met me. I'm not attracted to you. I don't want to be with you.
So why you take my ring?
Honestly, because my mama told me yes when you asked for my hand in marriage.
So you married me because of what your mom said.
I mean, I was trying to please my family, but look, I just want the paper sign. I don't want to be with you no more.
Who you want to be with?
That ain't your damn business.
That is my business. You my wife.
I fell in love with a woman.
A woman?
Yes, a woman.
What kind of what?
She can.
Yo, the acting is so crazy. Yo, the acting is so crazy. Listen, if any of you believe that this skit is goddamn real, I want you to unsubscribe from my channel right now. I need you to not be so uninformed that you can't see through the cringe, that you can't see through the fakeness, that you can't see through the BBL. I just want you guys to just what? Like he stood up as soon as she said.
You do a whole bunch of things that you can
This is horrific. Put this shit straight to Tubi, baby.
not do.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't have to
okay.
fake certain things anymore. I won't do this no
You out
more.
of pocket, yo.
I
You out of pocket. You don't make no sense right now.
I do make
You don't
sense.
no
I do make sense. I am about to live in my truth. I want to live in my truth.
No, what you did was cheat, and you think you in love.
I am.
Okay.
This girl gave me in 30 days what you could not give me in 2 years. And I
The gentleman on the left is too high to be reciting his lines on time in a way that makes sense for a skit like this. Like this is horrific.
want to do it with you no more. I want you out because she's moving in.
I'm not going nowhere.
You need to get out or I will throw
You
you,
gonna be
out.
a happy
You
family.
need to get
You gonna be a
I got
happy
something.
family.
You better,
I'm not going nowhere. You better call the
better get out.
police. You better call the police. Tell them that.
you better get out. Get out.
I'm not doing none
Get
of
out.
that.
Get out. Get out. Get out my house. Get out.
I'm not
Get out.
going
Get out.
nowhere.
Get the fuck my house. Get out my
Really,
house. Get out my house. Get out my house. And don't come back.
I'll be back.
Yeah, okay. And my girl gonna be here to take care of that. Fuck.
You know what? You know what's also funny? This was probably like the 400th take. this was the best one that they had, baby. That's it. That's the level of talent that we are dealing with at this junction on the IG. All right. So just based off of that, Lord knows if all of this is true or not. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm just confused as all hell. Is this just a marketing thing? Chat, help me out here. Is this just a marketing thing and we're all getting bamboozled?
Mitch, why aren't men and women equal?
Well, it's quite simple if you really think about it. Women
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going out on my side.
Yeah. The Jada Pinkett dark-skinned one over here on the left is Holden.
Which one? Really, Judy? Like, damn, don't be telling all my business. Who is it? His name's like, he tall, you know I like my man.
I can't even hear what they're saying, but you got to be able to deadlift at least 400 pounds to get up in that. Hello. All right, let's just get back into content. I'll try to see if I can learn anything else new as we continue to go with this. Is that if I got up on a platform and I said the exact same things that she was saying, but I said them from pro-male talking points, I would be removed from the internet. I would be removed from the internet. But it's so crazy that these women can get up here and say the exact same things from their perspective. And we just, like, nothing ever happens to them. Their baseline is sign language. Their baseline is shaming. They can't, if you have a different perspective than me, then you're gay. That's how ridiculous, like this is so crazy. But the craziest shit beyond that is that these women also hit the report buttons on male focused podcasts, right? Like if there's any type of information that gets out to devalue what it is that they're saying or bring them closer to reality, then they hate you for it. This is why they hated Kevin Samuels so much. This is why, because in her own mind, she's a 10. Come up to a KS's platform and be faced with reality and use a 3, baby, if not a 2. Absolutely absurd. I put a survey down up in there. Do you guys think it's real or it's fake? 66% of y'all think that it's fake. Here's what I think. I think that the Instagram profile is fake, but I think the way that she's talking is absolutely real. I think that this is what she absolutely believes. Absolutely. And I think it's absolutely crazy that there has to be men that has to come out to speak about this, because women, where are the platforms where women talk about this shit? Why are women leading other women to hell? Like, why are you leading other women down to Satan's lair? Like, what's going on here? Why are you leading other women to be demons? Like, meanwhile, over here, I at least talk about the MTRs. What's up, baby? How the MTRs should be conducting themselves, holding themselves accountable within their lives, enhancing their femininity, how to treat dudes correctly. But why are women not talking about this shit? If women are not talking, if you got a platform, you're a woman, you talk about dating, relationships, and you don't talk about shit like this as well, you are part of the problem. You are the enemy. All right, let me go through some of the super chats and then let's get back started up into the content. Okay. Oh, y'all been lighting up the super chats. Hold on. She not pretty enough to not go down. These women are donezo. Shout out to Dre the Dream. I see you, channel member. I see you. All right. Shout out to T Sam. B-dubs can't cook no more either. Embarrassing. They just pros, not wives. Not good role models. Home wreckers. Embarrassing and played out. Listen, I've had a good mixture of black women that I've dated that can cook, as well as ones that just don't give a fuck about it, right? I think these ones that are just so unrealistic in their ratchet Super Saiyan women, then yeah, the majority of them don't see the benefits of doing that. Shout out to Jaden, Arizona, who just became a channel member. Shout out, brother. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Retro Man Gaming. What you know about Retro Gaming? Retro Man Gaming. What was you born in the 90s, baby? I'm an 80s, baby. We could talk retro gaming all day, baby. $5 super chat. Can't cook and no head. She officially the homie. Nigga, the homie. I want her nowhere near me. Any women I might be dating, even girls / friends in my life, because she's gonna pollute the water. You understand what I'm saying? Her bullshit is gonna because women are group thinkers, right? They're more like, let's kumbaya and let's come to a decision, right? Like at the end of this. And a chick like that will, with her masculinity, will run their opinions out. And then we'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? Man, I bring my pussy to the table. That should be enough. Yeah, it's the inside of my body. I give birth. I am the birth giver. Therefore, it is the most important thing on this planet. All the type of bullshit. Right. And it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Shout out to Moonstone Gem with a $10 super chat. What up, mama? She said that you need to be super paid, and fellatio isn't even on the table. I'm a woman, and I'm disgusted. LOL. It can't be said enough that social media is not therapy. Therapy. It's therapy. Back. Shout out to Moonstone Gem. Always coming through. Hitting the ladies where they need to be hit. Hello. Shout out to Dominating with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Rochester, New York. What up, Rock? MTR, we won't learn anything from this, and it sounds intentionally delusional to go viral. It's over the top ridiculous. Let's see, my guy. Let's give it a little bit more. Let's continue to go into the content to see if there's anything that we can extrapolate throughout this. Hopefully there's something that could be clipped, turned into something. Let's continue. It's a little bit longer. If not, you guys send me in things that you guys want me to talk about that's going on. Shout out to T Sam, brother MTR, great content, but I can't take no more listening to the smug women. They are done, out of here. Nobody got time for them. Shout out to Long Walker's Life, who just became a member for 13 months. The world is getting crazier. This is definitely paying her bills. Giving a thanks to MTR for the shout out on the Long. Oh yeah, Long Walker. Shout out Long Walker. So Long Walker just had a child. Shout out to Long Walker. Blessed be all to the MT Army. Shout out to Long Walker. You know what I'm saying? He just had a child. And MTR love the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me. Should I show them the? I want to show you guys something. I just had someone who sent me a video. Hold on, let's go through it. Should I show you right now? I don't want to interrupt the flow of content. We'll go over that at a different time. Shout out to Mr. Turner with a $5 super chat. It's real. She sound like women from the NOLA. They have 95% have this mental state. Well, then I never want to go back to New Orleans if that's the case. Moonstone Jeb says, shout out. Oh, wait. She may be creating a brand of her bitterness, yet she represents a lot of modern women. Facts. The sad thing is that she would rather become famous for being broken than getting therapy. Modern women, indeed. I agree with this, which is why there has to be a critical lens put up to content like this. Because at the end of the day, she can roam unabated. And no one's not going to talk about this? Oh, not on my watch. Let me see. The stuff like this is why other races laugh at it. Shout out to dominating. Let's keep on going. Order in this court. Who does not look like me on a regular. Am I tripping? Chat. Am I chitting? Am I tripping? Right, like, look like me on a regular. What type of dude? Right, like, what pit of hell? Like, where do you live at where this is at? Like, this is odd work. Ma'am, you have a big back. Your shoulders are perpendicular to the ground. Right, like, this is not good. This is not fine, right? You have 3 kids. Lord knows how many baby fathers. You have 3 kids that exited your vagina, right? Have some humility, okay? Have some decency, okay? This is odd work, okay? You can't come up here talking about you require a man that has money and you got the whole outfit from Shein with the fake diamond spikes up on the shoulder pads to add accent to your linebacker shoulders, okay? Hold up. Let me see. Shout out to Retro Man Gain. I was born in 1983. Oh, my bad. You're a little bit older than me. All right. You still don't know games like me. Let's battle one day. All right. Shout out to Juan Figueroa with the $20 super chat. MTR, my wife heard your stream with me last month on Pop the Balloon and she lost 20 pounds. Shout out to Juan. Just watching the channel receive some benefit, baby. 20 pounds? Claps down into the chat for Juan. Shout out to Juan. Thank you for your community service. Shout out, my guy. Listen, we going to make them all better. One step at a time. Shout out to Juan. Everybody like Ron down up in the building. Juan is over here seeing his wife when he just married her. You know what I'm saying? He's like, baby girl, that's just it. That's all I wanted. She didn't understand it till she heard the content, baby. Shout out to Juan. Let me get the applause down up in there. Shout out, my guy. Listen, it's the least that I can do, all right? Let's keep going. The fact that she's being forthright and truthful, as she claims, if we take that at face value, I appreciate this more than these liars that's out here, right? And yeah, like, she's letting y'all know the game in 3D. She's saying that she ain't shit. But if you sign up for her bullshit, here's the thing. I would want to talk with husband number 1. Did she tell you she was going to leave you if you lost your job? Did she tell you that, my G? This is a cold world. Shout out to the Do Better podcast. What up, Theo? What up, Theo? Good to see you, my guy. Game is game. She is spitting the truth, especially when it comes to Simps. I agree with her, except with her being a baddie. Salute to the MT Army. Shout out to Theo, fantastic live streamer in the game, doing his damn thing. Shout out, I see a check mark, brother. He's over 100K now. Shout out, bro. Congratulations. All right. Thank you so much for the support, my guy. All right. Shout out to Gang Stalking Clips. $5 super chat. Gang Stalking Clips. What is your channel about? Bruh, who's dumb enough to support a Megan Thee Stallion leftover? Her kids probably look like xenomorphs from the Alien movies. That's disrespectful. Shout out to Liz White Hat with a $5 super chat. She capping. The alcohol got her feeling herself. Real women ain't playing games with a good man. We spoiling them. If you are MTR or if you're a weird woman, all right, put a 1 down to the chat right now. We wanna see it. The MT Army over here wants to see who identifies as a real woman. Put it down up into the chat, all right? I wanna see. It should be only 27 women that are watching the content on the repeat. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're coming up to the end. 22, 27, 23, 24, 20. Okay. All right. So if I was to go and invite you women up to have a conversation, you guys are going to start to speak to what exactly makes y'all a real woman, right? Because I want to hear these different things. All right. Because I can do that now. I can live stream with y'all. All right. I want to invite y'all up to have a conversation with y'all eventually. All right. Real woman. They're all the same. Let's keep going. You know, the reason why I had such an adverse reaction to this is that she says that she's taking advantage of men. I've told this story a couple of years ago. I'll just share it for you guys really quickly. Is a dude that was a friend. He's a friend of mine. I was going to say was, but it's not when I was in Atlanta. It was before. So I haven't seen him in a long time. But he told me one of the saddest stories when it comes to dating. Right, like, so he was in Vegas. He went down to Vegas with a whole bunch of friends, was getting drunk throughout the night, having a good time, ended up at a strip club. Walked into the strip club, girl eyed him from across. And now previous to all of this, he's told me, he's looking for a girl, he's down bad because, he wants to be in a loving relationship and like all these things. I'm trying to give him like a little bit of coaching and shit. So again, he's up in the strip club up in Vegas and eyes this chick. She comes over and just acts like that she's all into him, that it's something more than her just being a stripper. And throughout that night and the next day, he ended up spending $7,000 on this woman. She convinced him to go take her to whatever Gucci high-end store to go buy a bag and it's all types of shit. And it's because he is exactly what this woman is describing. And at the time, he was a pathetic man in search of so much love. He's looking for a woman's affection. He's looking for a woman's adoration. So I think subconsciously I was thinking about that story yesterday when I released this content is that, she talks about this shit all haphazardly, but I've seen on the other side of young men being taken advantage of their emotions. I think dudes love harder than women. For all the MTRs that are down up into the building, you may not believe me, but I think that dudes love harder than women. Why is it that I say that? I think you see men take far more action when their hearts are goddamn broken. And some of those, are violent actions. But you'd see men take far more action when they're absolutely heartbroken. And I think it's because men love from a logical perspective, whereas women can love from like more of emotional, weighty, shifty. So when it's logic based, it's a lot more firm within our hearts and minds. And then also we don't have people that we could talk to as much regarding things that are going on with us. So this guy, and he's telling this to me, and it's almost he was telling me this entire story because he wants me to talk ill of it because he felt so bad of the situation. He felt so bad and he couldn't believe that he allowed himself to get into a space, where he's drinking all like this and he's, having this woman convince him that she loved him after meeting him less than 24 hours ago, so much so that he had to pay all of this money in order to continue this feeling. And to him at that time, it was worth $7,000 goddamn dollars, which is completely crazy. Now, I say all that saying is that she takes advantage of men like that. She takes advantage of men like that. And I don't think that it's right. This is fraud at the end of the day. All right. Let me go into some of the super chats real quick and let me get back up into the content. Shout out to South 343 with a $5 super chat. I see you, my guy. A key that can open many locks is a good key. A lock that can be opened by many keys is a bad lock. Shout out, my brother. Shout out to Skookie. Skookie, you come back down up in here to troll? What it do, MTR? Who invited fake ass Tasha St. Patrick to this sit down? About one pizza puff away from being the precious Mom Mary. Soon she'll wonder, where did all the good men go? While everyone addresses her as Sir. Shout out to Skookie. Appreciate the $20 super chat, my guy. Shout out to Moonstone. Coming through yet again. Shout out to the MTRs. Modern woman's entire identity is centered around wanting to be a man, though. Yeah. It's a form of self-loathing because they want masculinity instead of understanding the purpose of femininity. Moonstone. They better pay attention to you. Shout out to King Speech, 34 with some numbers behind his name. I bet she pays for stuff from her pookies, from what she gets from her simps. Oh my God, that's probably true. She looked like Nataru Naughton. Not that fine. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I don't keep up with pop culture like that. Shout out to Skookie again. Yeah, because the internet doesn't last forever. Big dummy. Let me see. All right, let's just keep going for right now. All right, and that her and women like her are setting up men's for. It's just bad deals. It's completely bad deals. So my job as a masculine man is to provide and protect you. Do you know what protect means? Do you? Protect means that I'm willing to die for you. That I'm willing to die for you. If something is a bump in the night, who's going to go ensure that the house is secured? We walking up on the street and we get us. Who has to ensure your safety? I'm not even talking about financial provision, just off of the strength of protecting. And in return, vagina, used coochie, 3 times baby daddy coochie. That's all that you have. And I have to teach you how to be a woman, how to love. Think about how ridiculous of a deal that this is. This is disgusting. This is deplorable. Why would I want to be willing to die for a woman that is for the streets, the cobblestones, the gravel, and the asphalt? Why? Help me understand this. Help me, please. Shout out to the super chats that are coming in. Let me acknowledge those just to make sure that I'm keeping up to date. Shout out to Moonstone Gem yet again with a $10 super chat. If women loved harder, why do they file for divorce 80% of the time? Ooh! Keep on adding that data, baby. Child, too many women want to be brides, but not wives. That sounds like the title of my next book. Most men, 1 to 3, loves tops. They take it more seriously. They get the sacrifice. Yeah. Men take it more seriously. Think about it. Men are making more money on average than women. So if I get on bended knee and marry a woman, I'm putting much more of my things up to shit. I tell you guys the story the other day, the dude that I met in the airport just having a conversation, and he said he had to give his wife $30 million in a divorce. $30 million. My first thought was, God damn, how much money did you make over the last several decades? And then she got a $30 million house on top of that. So she became a 60 millionaire off of divorcing this guy. So irrespective of the amount of money that he was able to make at the place that he worked, which was Goldman Sachs as a partner. But this is the thing is that I'm saying is that think about what men have to sacrifice. In reality, I have to be willing to die for you. And you're going to give me your Saltine Pringle vagina in return? Miss me with all of that bullshit. That shit ain't worth a goddamn thing. For all you dudes out there, take and heed my warning. Men fall from their places of power, their places of status, their place in the position of where they are in this world. More often than not, because of the insides of a woman. Hello. Don't get pussy matized out there, my G's. All right? Don't you dare do it. It'll be your ultimate downfalling. When they say that pussy runs the world, it's for weak men. It's for weak men. All right? Let's keep going.
If you leave here, what's your
They run weak men, baby.
You gonna give one of them dudes a real chance, though. Quit playing with these people.
Also, let me address this right now. We got a whole bunch of votes that are in there. Do men love harder than women? We got 87% that say yes. Some might say that the data set is a little bit spoiled because the majority of dudes is down up into the thing. We don't care about statistics right now, okay? All we just care about is what the MT Army and the MT Average is talking about. Let's go. I would love for women to come up here, and when I go live, right, and I'm inviting people to come up, I would love for women to come up here and try to prove this point incorrectly.
I'm not.
So you feel like you playing with niggas.
Especially when you got harlots like this around speaking and vouching for y'all. Let's go. This is actually really sad when she says this, you know, to be within a society where both men and women agree that not being a good person, not being a good man, not being a good woman is the way that you can be effective within a relationship. You got to think about how black community has gotten to a place where this is a normalized fucking talking point. And I don't see it happening in any other race of people ever to exist. And I be looking, trust me, because I don't just do black content on this platform. I also do all content on this platform. And I have been doing that since the inception of my platform, since the inception of my content on this platform. You understand me? But it seems within this one, it seems like they just, like the trauma begets trauma, right? But there's no accountability with it. You chose the man that did you wrong. Now, I understand at the end of the day, we all are young. We can make ill-fated decisions. But if you don't get help for your bullshit, then this is what it transitioned into. Here's the thing. You not getting help within this for something that messed you up. You know what I also think? You didn't get help for the bad time that you had in school, right? So that's why you failed in doing whatever, right? Like, so you never overcome an obstacle within your life. If you have not overcome your trauma, then what other obstacles can you say that you overcome? See, for me, type of chick that I'm looking for, she has overcome obstacles. All right. All right. She overcomes obstacles. She can get through shit. I don't gotta, it's not a dog on a leash. That's not the type of relationship that any man should be looking for. She keeps saying it. She keeps saying it. What is the meaning? Nasty, nasty work. This is your leader? Someone said let her cook. Cook what? She's cooking with evaporated water, baby. Cook what? What in the toxicity is going on right here? She's trying to say something. Someone put toxicity into Urban Dictionary. Let's try to uncover. Maybe we're off, guys. This is your leader? This is the leader of the City Girls movement, turned a whole summer into a thought party for all of the whores across the land. This is some bullshit. Listen. This is just so crazy. Listen, though, she has a point, though, when she says that women like me get all of the, right? Y'all wouldn't even know who I am if I'm a good woman. Well, no, if your goal is to be on social media and to be famous, then yeah, you acting like a sexy red is going to do well for your social media shit. But people are not going to like you. Like, a good man is not even going to want you to be on social media like that. He wants you to stay out of a position where you're public or you can be hurt. Right? Because it's something less that he has to protect you from, or out of a position of validating for you, or needing validation for something. But, listen, at the end of the day, these women create this debaucherous shit and lead other women astray and being whores, and men are going to just take advantage of it. Like, free coochie? All right. You want to be a strong, black, independent woman and give me this cooch because you want to be like a man? Go ahead, baby girl. Let me deep upside the warm, buttery, viscous innards. Let me acknowledge some of the super chats and let me get back down over to the content. Damn. If she wants, shout out to Skookie, if she wants to bring me something, then bring me back my goddamn brain cells are being destroyed by listening to your CNC BS logic. The nerves. Skookie follows up and says, bird brain theorem 304. That's the class that she failed, Skookie. Shout out to half drinking, half thinking, my guy, with a $10 super chat with the salute. Salute, my guy. Skookie follows up with a $10 super chat. He says, whenever you allow your past to catch up to your present, then you allow your past to become your future. Hello. Evidently, her trauma has become her current state of mind. Collect your bullshit, ma'am/sir. We're going to say sir for the rest of the stream here today, right? Because she's a grown-ass man. She said it. Whatever men can do, I can do better. Shout out to It's Cozy Katie with a $10 super chat. What up, MTR? I see you. Made it late, but I couldn't wait for this, and you never disappoint. I appreciate it, mama. Toxicity is wild. Big wild. Shout out to Full Drink and Half Thinking. Excuse me, guys, getting over a cold. Who gifted 5 memberships on the channel. My God, I appreciate the love, the support, as well as the respect. Everybody, the 5 people who just got a membership, put down the special emojis that you now have access to. Let's see them things ring. I would appreciate it, all right? Last but not least, shout out to Skookie yet again. She's the type to respond to questions with an emoji. Let go. I mean, right, that's an oxymoron. There's no such thing as respectful cheating. There's what you described as cheating without getting caught.
To get back home, and if it do, they're gonna put their woman first. Like,
yeah, this is so crazy. You know, it's not respectful cheating if you cheat and they just don't get caught. That's actually odd work. Listen, let me try this real quick. What up, brother? What just happened? He was on here a second ago. Okay. I don't know what's happening. His thing conked out.
not finna play.
Oh, there he is. What you got for me, brother?
Clear my phone.
Say it again. Can you hear me? Yo, can you hear me?
That's it.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What's up, brother? What you got for me?
Nothing, man. Nothing, man. I was actually I was sitting here watching the show with my wife, and you said we could possibly get on sometimes with my kids. Get out of here.
All right. Sounds good, bro.
Yeah, no, so,
what you got for me on the topic?
Okay, yeah. So I'm married. You know, he was saying that all people cheat or all dudes cheat. I don't think all dudes cheat. She was saying some crazy stuff about what was it? I forget. You just get me off. I didn't think you was actually gonna put me on.
Come on, son. I put you on. You gotta get ready.
Yeah. Hey, give me a minute.
Give you a minute? What you mean?
Yeah, I'm sitting here peeling an orange. I actually didn't think I was.
Dog, if you guys call in, show respect to the platform. Be ready to chat. What's going on?
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. Come on, guys. You gonna come onto the platform? Show me respect. All right. Come on. She's a liar. She's just leading from hurt. She's just leading from damage, from pain. Let me bring this brother up on the stream. Let's see if he got anything for us. What up, brother? What up, brother? How are you?
Agitated. Agitated?
Yeah.
These are adults. These are adults on the worldwide internet with millions of people watching, as if Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B shaking at the DNC was not enough for us.
Hello.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. You popping off. Go ahead.
We now have these adults, the people that children are supposed to look up to as role models on how to behave, how to be decent humans in society, and they're really up there logicizing respectful cheating. I just came, bro.
That's wild, right? That's wild.
No, it's idiotic. It's darn near idiotic, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Shout out to the brother. He can be a bit objective, and I guess he's just being like calm, cool, and trying to do like journalistic style. But he's not calling her out on anything. He's kind of like he's being gentle. He's coddling her.
Go ahead.
And allowing her to. Women are gonna watch this, and I know that's right, girl. And no, it's wrong.
It's wrong as hell.
It's entirely wrong. And it's like, and now I don't know. At the last part where I was just watching because I had to mute it so I can come here. But is she lying or not? Is she doing this for content? Is this because she knows that he's gonna see this if she does have a husband or a man or whatever, or a simp or whatever is at the house.
Well, here's the thing. It's either she's not in a relationship at all and she's just lying about all those shit for content, or she has some guy that is willing to hear these things, her talk about him in this manner and still accept. Either or, it's an odd situation, right? Either or, it's an odd situation. I think of the choices, I think that she's been through hurt, she's been through trauma, and this is her reality, and she lives with this, and she does have a dude that is down with this shit. Because I've seen it. And the thing is that, like, that's why I have a platform, because I know that there's dudes out there that are struggling. There's dudes out there that are hurting. So here's the thing. I've encountered women like this in reality, right? Absolutely. But it's like, I take a look at it and I'm just like, oh, this bitch tripping. Have you encountered a woman like this in reality, brother?
Yes, all the time. And what happens is, I like that you spoke on that hurt. That hurt yields resentment. That resentment yields this representative where they act as if I don't like men. Mama's everything that she mentioned that she likes comes from men. So you value the valuable things about men, but not the man itself that's providing those valuable things. And then if I'm providing those things, and you're going to turn around and tell me you're not giving the sloppy toppy?
Yeah, no, facts. On top of that.
I need sloppy toppy and viscous innards.
Hello, talk to him. Talk to him.
Like at will call, at a moment's notice, because you said so. Especially if you because did you see the look in her eyes when she said, "That's exactly what I think about respectful cheating," which lets us know,
that she's cheating.
Also dabbling in the respectful cheating.
Absolutely.
She's wagging that tail on different yards, in different barns, in different households. She is shaking that money maker for different men. And I wasn't here. Did you do an IG check on her? Did we do one?
I did an IG check. It looks more like a business IG, if anything. It looks like it was scrubbed. The last post is like 37 weeks ago. We know for damn sure she's been up on this platform longer than that.
Absolutely.
Hey, brother, are you a content creator? That's a nice setup you got back there.
The chalk paint, sir?
Yeah. No, it's something.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said good lighting, so I turned my ring light on and made sure I didn't disrespect the platform, unlike some of us eating oranges.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to come up here and be respectful towards the platform. Immediately, I started thinking about the amount of respect that people gave Kevin's platform, and that's after Kevin had to get stern with some of them. Like, don't come up in here and disrespecting. I put a lot of time, energy, and effort to have something like this. So come up on here very respectfully. My guy, anything you want to shout? So you're not a content creator?
I will be. Stay tuned. My name's Keys Open Doors. I got a lot of things that I'm working on, but I feel like, once I'm ready to put those things on the forefront, then I'll definitely be tapping in with you. Also, longtime fan, first time caller inner. Man, keep up the good work. I appreciate your work.
Appreciate you, boss.
Of men need this, because let's imagine for a second that there is a man at home that is accepting of all those things. Then there's going to be other men because it's bad enough as a community. I'm sorry. I'm going to get out of here. I promise, bro. But as a community, we already don't value ourselves with valuing the other sex. Like, women only value men for what they can give, and then men only value themselves and value women for what they can get from them. So then they reduce themselves. Oh, well, at least the chicks like it. And then women say, oh, well, as long as I'm getting D and dollars. So it's like we have no value within the other people because we only value the things that we can get from them. So we're never going to come anywhere as a society. I'm sorry, bro. Salute to the NTR.
That boy cooking. Shout out, brother. I appreciate you, all right? All right, let's see next to the... I want to hear from the ladies. What's up, Boo's wife? How are you?
Hi, MTR. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. So what do you got to say about the subject? What you think? You think she's telling the truth or she's lying?
No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, first of all, let me say she does not speak for all women. She does not speak for all black women. She does not speak for married women. I myself am a married woman.
How long?
My husband, Boo, right here.
What up? What up, family? Okay.
Hello, bro. Watch all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, watch it all the time.
How long you guys been married?
We've been married 8 years.
8 years now. Okay, keep going.
Yes. And let me say, when we got together, I was a single mom. I had just had my third baby. She was 3 months old when we got together. So, and he is not a simp. At the time when we got married, I didn't even think that I would ever meet anybody anyway. So we're total outliers of the situation. Mm-hmm. So I just want to get on here and say that she does not speak for all of us. And I just got on, so I haven't even seen the whole video because I'm just getting off of work, as I just said. But that's the main thing that I wanted to say. And
was it a blended family?
Our situation is now, yes, a blended family. So I was married before. My ex-husband, we got divorced. We had been divorced for maybe 2 years, and I met my husband, and we are a blended family now. We all work together. The three of us, we all co-parent together. There's a total of 6 kids now.
Okay, so both of you had kids and he had kids.
No, I had kids.
Okay.
My husband did not have kids.
Yeah, I was single at the time, 25.
Yeah, and I was 30.
Oh.
When we met, I was 30 years old. He was 25. And I had 3 children already. My oldest 2 at the time were 10 and 8. And then I had a 2-month-old, 3 months when we met. And we got together. We've been together. And now we together have 3 children ourselves. We have 2 daughters together. Our oldest daughter together is 6. And then we have a 3-year-old. And then our little baby boy we just had in August. So I myself have a total of 6 children between 2 husbands. I have an ex-husband who I co-parent with very well, and my current husband who is amazing. And those 2 get along very well. We all 3 work together.
Yes.
So
And y'all been married for 8 years. Hey, listen.
We've been married for 8 years.
You
So
got
the
is it a happy marriage? Yes or no?
Oh,
No. Wait. Is it a
Oh,
happy?
me?
Yeah, first.
Yes.
Okay, now
Yes,
go.
I'm very happy. This is
okay.
the happiest I've ever been.
All right,
Oh,
now-
you want to talk to Randall?
Is it a happy marriage? Yes or no, Randolph?
It's an amazing marriage.
Okay.
Top to bottom.
Okay, so you were going in and out. You said it's an amazing marriage.
Yes, amazing
Let-
marriage, top to bottom.
Can I ask you a question, brother? So when you were single, 25, you were younger than her, and then she had 3 kids. What was going through your mind? Like what was the difference maker that you saw within her, within the relationship, that said to yourself, bump that, I know it's a more expensive situation, but there's this about her that allows me to put all that to the side and then sign up for this situation?
It was her empathy and her character, how she was there, how she carried herself. I originally had seen her on one of her friends. We have a mutual friend, and she dresses classy. She has her body fully clothed. Everything about her said, I respect myself. And
Okay, he's breaking up. Hey guys, listen. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Yeah, so I heard
Okay,
femininity.
yeah, so
I heard she dressed well.
Yes, dressed well, and her characteristics of being a mom, having a motherly love, and having like that true passion for being just a woman led me to her. It was a lot of females that were had like a lot of masculine traits or masculine energy to them.
Yeah.
And she presented this more feel that I didn't have.
Okay. You're breaking out a little bit.
And
Listen.
I didn't mind the children because I worked in teams.
Listen, you guys are breaking up a little bit. If you guys get in a better cellular spot, feel free to call back in. I have a couple more questions to ask, but let me go on to the next person right here. But thank you guys for calling in, and I appreciate you. All right. There's a lot more that I want to learn about this situation. All right. So let's chat. Thank you though.
Yeah, we
All
figured so.
You damn right. What up, brother? What you think about the situation?
What's going on, MTR? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Hanging in there. How you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I've been following you like the young man been saying for a little while now.
Shout out,
with
brother.
You and Captain Samuels. It started with Captain Samuels, and I found you from Captain Samuels. But what I have to say about this situation is that it's funny that I was dealing with a situation where a woman was like this woman, but she hit it well. So I had to ask like filler questions.
What were those exact questions? We want to know.
Okay, so the first question is how she explained in a video post that I think you posted maybe yesterday, the day before yesterday, with this person in regards to, I have 3 kids and he's a simp because I have 3 kids. So I asked her, and she said, the person was divorced, so you don't think that a person that's been divorced can be happy and they should get remarried? And I said, well, what do you mean by that? And she says, well, they have kids, so you don't believe that person should be happy and be able to be remarried and another man should take care of those kids. And so I asked her for, can you give me some clarity on that? and she kind of gave clarity on it, and then she was like, "Oh, my friend is calling. Let me call you right back." Never called back. So I tell your viewers this because I follow you, I follow Kevin, and I use these things to be able to see how to actually use this as current where I'm at, because I am a creator too as well. I have a book coming out called Healthy Heart, and it talks about emotional intelligence, relational intelligence, spiritual intelligence through the reality that I've dealt with, and then helping people to be able to give those skills. Now, the book will be out next year in February, March timeframe, but right now, I appreciate everything you do, MTR, because gives a brother like you.
Listen, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the words. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, at the end of the day, all we can do is to inform of our tips, our tricks to help other brothers out. But I appreciate your words, man. Let me go on to the next person. Thank you. All right, let me see if we got any else down up in here. Are you the orange eater?
Yes, I am.
We're not ready for you yet. All right, punishment. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, fam.
What you got for me?
I'm just I was listening to you talk about it, and the lady is delusional. Something wrong with her. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I don't know what in her mind think that. I don't know, her logic of thinking is just retarded. I don't know if I can say that word. Dang, I don't know if I can say the R word.
You're fine.
But it's just like, even and I hate that she's speaking like that, because she don't speak for all the females, because it's like, I was raised by a stepfather, you feel me? Like, and I'm doing wealthy for myself. Like, I had to have a father figure in the house.
Yeah.
Like, but my mother never, like, downplayed him. She never said no simp shit. She never, like, cast him out of his name or nothing like that to the third. And it's like, nowadays we got so many of these people just throwing this shit out here for these clicks and views and stuff, like almost like Cooley. Like, Cooley the other day did the same exact thing. I mean, he's contradicting himself, and it's like, I'm trying to find a happy medium in the world, and it's like, it's not one, because it's like everybody want to do this clicks and views, and nobody's getting nothing right.
Yeah, and I heard about that situation, but I haven't investigated it at all. So I don't really know what's going on with that situation. I was actually thinking folks probably were going to ask me to review that content, but if they don't, then it just is what it is. But I don't have much of an opinion on that subject as of right now, because I don't know enough about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but thank you so much for your comments, my brother. I appreciate you. Let me go on to the next person. All right, thank you, bro.
For sure. Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I'm not ready. Banishment. What up, brother?
Oh, what's good, brother? You can hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. What you got for me?
Loud and clear. Pretty much, I just wanted to piggyback on something I actually heard her say, and I think one of the things I want to say to basically men, that if you pay attention to a person speak and you let them speak long enough, you'll find them in a lot. One of the things she said about her toxicity, whatever that means.
Toxicity.
But she said one of the reasons she behaves that way is because people are going to judge her anyway if she good.
Yeah.
But the lie is, you said you don't care about what people think about you. If you don't care about what people think about you, I don't think
there's a lot of contradiction. It's a lot of contradiction.
Yeah, just use that energy that people that you don't care about what people think with the toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah.
If they judge you, you don't care anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's all I really wanted to point it out. But I've been watching you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the content. The content has definitely helped me grow as a man.
I appreciate that.
I'm a school teacher, so
okay,
it definitely hits home with me being a school teacher, and a lot of the stuff with women selective being off. Sometimes being a school teacher, you can be seen as corny. You know what I'm saying? But and I know I have other problems to work on, and I'm constantly working on.
If you were to say your top 3 problems within the dating game right now, what would those things be?
Top 3 problems. Well, honestly, I wouldn't say I have 3 problems. It's just one, and that's just people. A lot of times people say what they want, and that's not really what they want. People are just not honest about their standards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna say number two would probably be Nah, that's the main thing. Just people not living up to their own standards that they have for people, and people not being honest with their standards. That'll be my main thing in the dating market. Living in New York, at least,
Yeah.
there's a lot of dudes, you know.
I thought you were gonna say that there's just a lot of toxicity in the dating market today. But listen, shout out to all the teachers, brother. I appreciate you. All right.
I appreciate you too. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Peace. All right, let's get another lady down up in there. Hello. Why?
Hey, how are you?
Why I think that we about to hear some wisdom. Why I feel like we about to hear some good words, something to rationalize this unrationality that we just came across. Were you watching all the content?
Yeah, I don't know about all the wisdom and rationality, but
okay.
And I'm probably about to say something that is not popular, but in my opinion, that young lady is probably a lot of women. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a stack, and the reason I say that is because, you know, you've heard there's no, what is it, like a woman scorn? There's no hell have no fury like a scorn,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and she's showing that hell in all of her furiness and her toxicity.
Twice. She hit it twice.
I thought it was 3 times. I thought I heard him way more than that. So she's committing to that toxicity.
She's committing to it, and
but let me ask you a question. If you were to quantify the amount of women that are walking around today that have her degree of thinking, like, give me a percentage from your perspective.
So I want to keep it relative. So if I'm only going to speak from the Black community,
okay,
of women, and I'm going to say, out of 100%, I'm honestly going to say maybe about 60%.
Okay.
And I'm also going to say that not all women expose it like this young lady.
So just specifically, are we talking about her saying that she found a lick in her husband? Her husband is a simp because she was trying to offload the liabilities that are her children onto someone else. So because she's able to do that, he's a simp. He's weak. He's pathetic. You think about 60% of women have this ideology?
I think all of that you just said, and the fact that when women become hurt, they will turn around and they'll just use men. And I think because a lot of men are ego-driven, very visual, maybe lead more so with their sexual desires, women can play to that, right? And so they're going to give a man what they think he needs. But I think that's not all men, because I think men are getting hip to it, saying, okay, no, I need a little bit more than some twerking. I need a little bit more than
what? And that's why I think they don't like platforms like mine that are able to have conversations with both men and women regarding the real things that are happening in the dating game today. Because having conversations like this it provides them with less power. Because if you don't teach a man the detriments of not having dick discipline, then he's setting himself to be a lick in the future. And they don't like that. I think that's why they didn't like Kevin that much, is because he was restoring power to men, which is actually the tagline on my channel. He was restoring power to men by helping men understand, oh, wait, no, you a blue collar savage. You make $70,000 per year. Don't let her make you feel like shit, because you're doing awesome things within your life and you're accomplishing things within our infrastructure that is required for the development of a community and the innovation of a society, right? So it's reestablishing what is important, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, here's what I would say.
For men, and as I was watching this, I was like, dang, I feel bad for men.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You know why else? Is because, so you said 60%. I would say I can agree with you, but not for major metropolitan cities. I would say for major metropolitan cities, it's somewhere closer to 90%. I think in Atlanta, in Atlanta, it's 91%. Like, I think it's really high in major metropolitan cities where there is a higher inclination to love materialism, to do things for the bag, for the guap, for the moolah, for the chicken, whatever it is that you want to call it. There it is. There it is. And it's just crazy because it's supported. It's supplanted by the music, lyrics such as money make me come, money. So the women, they start to believe that shit, or the trauma that they went through. And it's just a cyclical effect. And it's a damn shame.
But I do like the fact that she did put it out there. Like, yeah, I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I figured that. I mean, I think that most women come out of the womb more nurturing, loving, caring, kind. And then, you know, they get hurt, and then there's born a savage.
Crazy,
and then
right?
Women turn around and make savages themselves, make men, turn men. And it's a cycle.
It is a cycle. So it's like, you know, where how do we snap the chalk in order to end it? You know what I mean? I mean, that's not a question for you. I'm just, it's rhetorical. Right. I don't want to. That's like asking, how do we end world hunger? You know what I'm saying? Like. But at least I'm trying to do as much as I can from my platform and the things that I talk about and the ways that I do. But thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate your call. And you feel free to call back anytime. I enjoyed this conversation, all right?
All right, thanks. Peace.
All right, take care. All right, let's see what else we got down up in here.
We good?
Anyway, You hold steady, all right? Oranges down into the chat. Oranges down into the chat for my man. Oranges right now. Hold steady, my brother, all right? You lost your place in line, all right? Let me shout out to that brother. Let's see how bad he wants it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, though. Let me see. We got another lady that's down up in here. What's up?
Hey, NTR, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Should I refer to you as Breezy?
All right. Yeah. Breezy.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, or nice to thank you for letting me join.
Yeah,
I wanted
it's a pleasure.
to comment.
Hey, Breezy, just real quick.
I wanted to comment.
Breezy, just real quick. What part of the country are you from? You don't have to be specific of city, state, like north, west, midwest, you know.
Oh, I'm from Cali, but I live in Virginia.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 42.
Are you married?
I'm not married. I'm involved, though.
Okay. All right. Then go on. I just want to know the background before we start talking. All right, go ahead.
Yep. Okay. And one child.
Okay, one child. Okay.
So just share that too.
Okay.
So I think that women really, really struggle with accepting that we can't have PTSD for situations that we created, right? Like.
Oh, did we lose her?
To this woman, things happen. You still hear me?
We just lost you for a second. We got you now. Go ahead.
Okay. I was like, I'm not denying that she's been hurt. We've all been hurt. You know what I mean? Nobody gets through this life unscathed. But I think women have developed this it's your fault mentality to everything that happens to them. It's never their responsibility. I pick a man, but it's the man's fault that, you know, I'm hurt or but things didn't work out. No matter what I did, no matter what my attitude looked like.
Yeah.
I mean, because for real, I couldn't really see any redeeming qualities in her personality.
Not a one. Not a one.
Not a one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She wasn't intelligent. She wasn't funny. She wasn't kind. She wasn't ladylike. Like none of the things that people would be drawn to. I wouldn't even want to be her friend.
Yeah.
Let alone, I can't imagine how a man would, you know, marry her. Like think of that, the gift that is to call him a simp. What that says about you.
Yeah.
That means that you think that you have such little value that in order for a man to think high enough of you to give you his name, he has to be a simp. There must be something wrong with him. Like it was really hard getting through that entire conversation. Like she was a lot.
Yeah,
she was a whole lot.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I had to put you through that entire situation, but I appreciate you being here and being able to speak to it. You was cooking. You was speaking straight facts.
It was a good listen during the workout, because that's
Good.
the type of stuff that make you want to be
Well-
like, you know what? Let me get my whole life together. I'm about
Yeah.
to go home and budget my pocketbook.
Right.
I'm about to clean up. I'm gonna do everything right after that. So thank you.
And listen, and the thing is, what you said that was so important and so impactful is that you don't even want to be friends with her. And I think that is a good, like, that's a good thing to acknowledge, that you don't, because listen, if I tell you, let's say that I was dating you and I saw a woman like that in your social circle, I'm going to relegate you for butt only. And there's a lot of dudes that make silent decisions like this that women just don't understand it and wonder why they get relegated to situationship for years, right? With no end in sight. So I think that it's good that as a man, I have to do everything in my power to try to, ensure that my starting five of my G's around me is of a caliber that's going to help push me forward. And I think a lot of women have to do the same thing when it comes to the women that are around with them, but maybe not so much within the realm of effort or working hard, but more in the effort of like, what is it to be a good helpmeet? What does that actually look like? Do you have any married women that are also, right? You trying to be married? Is there any married women that's in your social circle, right? Because, once we start to involve people in our social circles, that is where we want to go into the future, then it sets ourselves up for that, for the future. And I think it's a portion of a conversation that gets lost. What got you there may not get you there. What got you here may not get you there. And that might require a changing of social situations around you. But Breezy, thank you so much for the participation. I appreciate you, man. Any last things to share?
Yes, I was going to say one thing.
Yeah.
Men really need to put their penises in like
Hello.
a kind of a status, a no-fly zone. They really need to stop fucking these broads. Like, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I got to give it how I got it, because the fact that, like, when you went through her IG page and everything and was like looking at it, and it's like, these women get so much empowerment by how many men will just pretend, because that's what men do. Y'all fake it. Y'all, to get what you want, you'll say whatever you need to say to get, as you call, the viscous innards. But what that does is that propels that personality, right?
You 1,000% correct.
It begins to feed, and it's like putting one drop of black ink inside of a freaking clear cup of water, right?
Yeah.
Like that, it dilutes the water completely. That's what they're doing to women. Every time y'all sleep with one of these hoes, y'all make 5 more by osmosis. So,
but here's the thing. I don't disagree with you, but there is no amount of convincing that I can say or do to get men to prioritize rewarding these dusty ass hoes in lieu of the feeling of going up inside all of their viscous innards. I really think that I wish that God made it like a way where it's like, you could be able to tell through the strength of the viscous innards, like how worth this woman is, right? Like a prostitute having a less viscous innard, right? You would be able to denote that, right? It should be a lower value for it. But what messes us up is that like the smooth, buttery entrails of a viscous innard can be of a great woman, or it could be of a piece of shit woman. So it's very hard. So I say that to say is that like, irrespective of continuing to mess with these women, at what point are women going to snap the chalk and just say, okay, well, women like her are going to snap the chalk and say like, I want to be better. I want to do better.
but what you can do as a man to correct women is more instantaneous than anything a woman can do. So like as a woman, that would take mentorship, sisterhood. That takes me raising daughters, raising my goddaughters, doing all of that. And that takes a longer time. But when there is no reward, when the reward is gone, it's like training your puppy. I got a little puppy right now. When you stop giving him treats or when you do different things, he responds differently. So when these women stop getting rewarded for their bad behavior, they'll adjust. So that's why I put it on men to change. And I think the opposite is true for women. It's on women to get men to step up the same way because it works that way. The reward is the opposite sex. The reward is your attention.
Yeah. And the thing is that she, you know, irrespective of the truthfulness, whether or not she actually gets rewarded, I said this at the beginning, I think I said in my video yesterday, is at the end of the day, she could talk how she wants, but someone still remarried her. Right, like someone still remarried her. So she's and is married to her, and then she gets up on these platforms and continues to talk about her husband like shit. So at the end of the day, simps and white knights allow these dusty ass women to continue to perpetuate. All right. Thank you so much, Breezy. I appreciate that. All right.
Nice meeting you.
All right. Good to meet you. All right. Let's give them the opportunity. All right. What's up, Orange?
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing all right, man. What you got for me?
All right. So what I was going to say earlier was when she was talking about how to love her man and how to learn how to love her man. And I felt like he didn't press back enough, being that I think there is a learning that needs to be done sometimes, but I think submission is extremely important. If you don't have submission in a relationship, there's nothing that you can teach the person. And that's me. I've been married for 8 years, and I have 5 kids. If your wife isn't going to be submissive, and there's things that you can look for. There was a lot of things that people said. She was saying if you put a
wait, hold on. I'm going to ask you a question. Was your wife submissive before you married her, or is it something that you trained her to do?
It's not something that you could really like train. I think it's something. I think over time someone can learn it, but it's something that a woman has to want to do. So, like, women have to submit themselves. It's not something that a man can force a woman to do. So I think that's something that a lot of times women learn growing up. And you can learn that within the household that you're raised in, from a father or mother relationship that you've seen. You can learn it from a sisterhood, like the other lady was talking about prior to me. You can learn that from a sisterhood. You can learn that from camaraderie and seeing other successful relationships. But I don't think that it's something that a man can just go out and start teaching a woman how to submit properly.
Yeah, no, and you know, it's kind of a rhetorical question when I ask you this, but you know, but I 1,000% agree with you. You know, I think that it's odd in order to require men to be masculine when meeting them, but you are not in your feminine, or you require me to have a lot of money to then be in your soft girl era. Why is your life not in your soft girl era? It doesn't make any damn sense to me, and there's no excuse for it. I am going to disqualify you for not being feminine the same way you should disqualify me for not being masculine. It just is what it is. Get with the program. Anything else means that you are not sufficient for a valuable man, a high quality man. All right? What you in a classroom?
No, this is my house. My wife homeschools.
What part of the country are you in?
I lived out in Arizona for like 8 years. I'm from New Jersey originally, though. And now I'm in North Carolina.
That's what's up, my brother, with the homeschooling. I respect it. All right, listen, I appreciate you being a good sport, my guy. All right. Every time you come up, we're going to nickname you Orange. We're going to throw some orange down up in the chat, all right? You're welcome to come back, my brother, all right?
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right. That's Glock Chayev.
Glock Cheese.
Okay, are you a content creator?
No. Maybe one day, but I've been sitting on it.
Man, and let me just say, that is super dope that for your kids, you've created what looks to be like a classroom in order for them to have
that's my wife, you know.
She did it as well?
I'm an assistant principal at a school.
Okay.
But I'm the principal at home.
Okay, got it. Assistant principal at the job, and you are the principal at home.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, we're going to call you Agent Orange from now on, all right?
All right.
All right, Glock, I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Peace.
All right, shout out, my brother. Shout out to that brother. All right, he was a good sport. All right, let's go. I'm going to the person that has the best lighting. Some of you guys are down up in there in the goddamn dark. Shout out, my brother. How are you?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling. What you think about the content, man?
Well, you know what? I have savor all the values you come up, and it has really resonated with me because I grew up in a single mother household.
Okay.
And I really had a tough time figuring out how to be a man, and learning how to say no was one of the most difficult things that I probably encountered.
How to say no? Okay, so they would ask you for things and you would just...
I was just pleasing people, you know, I was just a people pleaser, doing whatever, and I had the mentality that you had to please them to make the home functional. And it just never worked, and that made me throw me through a path of having a baby mama, that child support for 21 years, Puerto Rican law. And, then I'm coming back, learning that if I don't earn value, I will not be able to build a good home and all kinds of things that you got to learn through life. But I just had it rough because I didn't have that, male figure in my home,
And I don't know if you said if you were married currently?
I am married. I've been married for the last 17 years.
17. And how old is you have one child?
I got my oldest daughter is 22.
That was outside of the marriage.
Right. Then I learned my lesson and get married. We waited about 7 years, and I have 2 boys. And ever since then, rough up and down, but she's strong with me all the time.
And how old are the boys?
One is 9 and the other one is 6.
That's what's up, man. So looking at all of these things, if you could leave a lesson for the young brothers, right? I know that you said that you struggled with saying no, which, there's a lot of brothers out there that struggle with saying no, especially when it comes to a fat ass, large mammary glands, and an aesthetic face, right? It's very hard. It's very difficult. And in fact, it's hard to avoid some of the red flags when you think that you got a good one. Meanwhile, you're looking at her goddamn friend group and you're like, what the is this, right? You've heard this. You ran the whole facts on her and you noticed some shit that's fugazi regarding her background. No pun intended, right? What are the things that you have learned to identify a good one the second time around as opposed to the first time around?
Well, when I was looking for my wife, right, I personally was looking for somebody with strong morals.
Okay.
And one of the things that pushed me more into this marriage was that my wife, her background was coming from a family where her parents are still married. A strong family nucleus. And
she watches it. She's seen it.
Right.
And she aspires to be like that.
Right. And one of the things she told me that really caught my attention when I was courting her was that I'm not going to go and live out with anybody. If I ever go out of my house, it's going to be wed. If I don't live out wed, she never lived with anybody. She barely had any boyfriends or anything like that. She was saving herself for the right person to come over. And I was just a lucky one, right? But like everything, at that time, I had something to offer. And previously, I didn't have something to offer. So I just got what I could get against at that time that I said, I can choose.
Okay. So now you can choose because you have things to offer, because you worked on your masculinity, your manhood, your financial foundation. You worked on all of these things. So now you had a little bit more of a leveraging arm. Makes sense to me, brother. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Juan, thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate that, man. When I see, but what's crazy is most of the dudes that call in seem to be married. I got a bunch of married dudes that watch the platform. All right, you guys should be coming up here and for those that want to be married, right? You guys can talk to them regarding the things that what I'm saying. Look at that. All right. Shout out to all the MTRs down here. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of them that are looking for a husband as well. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a couple of good dudes out here for them. But all right, my brother, I appreciate you. All right.
Thank you, bro. See you later.
Peace. All right, let me see. I gotta get them back up in here. What up? What up? What? Oh, y'all got the little one with you this time.
Yeah, he was fussy, so we had to get him.
Okay. All right, listen, where we left off of the conversation is that you guys have been married, I think it was 7 years, was it? 8 years at this point. And the brother, his name is Randolph?
Randall.
Randall decided to put a ring on it, not having kids, and then you having 3 kids, the mom having 3 kids. So I wanted to know more information about that. right? Because typically up on this platform, I tell none of the dudes to do that particular thing. So I want to be able to hear, and you guys know that, right? I'm gonna keep it funky, whether or not it's your lifestyle or not. Y'all are still married, so if it's working, it's working. All right. So, and both of you, you call me later, my guy Randall, and we'll talk about it real quick. Like, are you sure you still happy? Like, blink 3 times if you're really not. But regardless, okay. I want to know. I want to hear about the things that are specific to the things that you saw within the situation as to why you wanted to make it work, and why is it still working? Were your expectations reality?
So if I start from the beginning, I grew up in a blended family.
Okay.
So I was always with my mom, and she was previously married, and then she ended up staying with that person afterwards. And my dad, he was always been married. So I've always been around married couples. Yeah. And I've always been in a big blended family. So dating a single mom wasn't off the market for me when I was in the dating market. Because it was something I came from, something I was, used to seeing. So I never deselected women based off kids. With her, she had 3 kids, and I worked in daycare at the time. So me working with kids over the time of the course of the 7 years, it allowed me to actually want to have kids and want to be with someone who could maturely take care of my children. And just seeing her with her children, seeing how she reacts with her children, and seeing what type of actual woman she was, which was kind, soft-hearted, feminine. She's very mature. She had been through some things, but it didn't harden her as a person. And those are the kind of things I was looking for.
Okay. No, that's good. And thank you for sharing that. So because of the way, so essentially what you're saying is because of the way that you grew up, the things that you saw, and that you met someone that met all of your criteria at the time, and, and because of those things and putting it together, then it made sense for your situation. Hey, listen, if you make it make sense, in what part of are you guys in a high cost of living city, medium or low? You're in a high cost of living city. So let me ask you guys, do both of you work?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess in terms of, because generally I come across women that say that, they'll say certain things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need your money for kids. But generally, day to day, tactical, what happens is that the man begins to pay. So was it immediately being able to fund the other portion of the family, or did you guys continue to split that?
What was funny is actually I was just getting out of college. So at that time, working in the daycare, I was working part-time, put myself through school. So I was making maybe $9 an hour over time. Okay. So she got with me when I was basically making nothing. Okay. Graduated college, started working in energy and different things like that. And as my funds grew and as my money amount grew, I was taking more financial responsibility. But in the end, in the beginning, I jumped in, and it was originally 50-50. But if there was other expenses or anything, I covered majority of it.
Got it. Okay. And hopefully I'm not prying too much, but the chat the chat wants to know the reason that the first marriage failed.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't even consider it a marriage. So I got pregnant young, and my dad made us get married. Okay. And that's what it was. So it wasn't ever a situation where my ex and I were in love or anything like that. We were together, but we were kids. I was 19, and my ex was 20. Okay. And I was pregnant with my first daughter, and my dad, he was not on babies being born out of wedlock at all. So he made us get married.
Okay. So it was like a forced marriage, and you guys were married for how long?
About 10 years legally. And then we were divorced after Randall and I got together. So we've officially been divorced since 2020.
Okay. So 2020, and then you guys met how long after that?
We met while my ex and I were still legally married because we didn't have the money at the time to get divorced. So
but you guys were separated.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen, this is a story I have never heard before, at least in my general vicinity. Right. So, but, so I just want to know. So and so in generally, I would not suggest any of my G's on the channel to take on what this is. But my guy, if you could talk through what Right, like if a guy is considering this decision to not have kids and to date a woman with kids, what would be the top 3 things in that priority list that he should be looking out for?
One, he should definitely see how she's living, right? That's going to be a telltale sign if she's dirty in the house.
Like if she's messy, right?
She's messy, you know, because that's going to be a sign to tell you like how she's going to take care of herself, you and the kids, if you have any with her.
Okay.
Right. 2 is what she can give or what she is giving out in the relationship. You can tell different things. Is she caring? Is she giving you what you need to be satisfied in a relationship? Because most people jump into these things and they don't realize how much time and effort it takes to build a relationship, not only with the kids, but also with the mom as you grow with her. So you have to be knowing, like, is this financially a thing that I can take on? And then also, is this something that long-term is going to provide value for me and her? Because you can't be selfish in these kind of things because it's a single mom.
Okay. Okay.
Third thing I would say is, man, there's so many things you can think of.
What did you look at?
I looked for how you treated me, first of all, because that's a telltale sign what you're going to do. You cooked, you cleaned, you pushed me to do more things in my life, so I didn't stay stagnant in anything I was doing. I always elevated myself.
We push each other, though.
Yes. So you elevated me. Secondly, you're very loyal, and loyalty is the biggest thing for me. You're loyal. You stay loyal. You push me to understand that I don't have to look out here, look this way. Everything I needed is right in front of me. 3, you have the ability to adapt, right? If we get into an argument or a conversation that is dislikable, or you don't like what I'm saying or I don't like what you're saying, you're able to go, okay, hey, I'm wrong here, you're wrong there. Let's figure out what we're going to do in the middle. And to me, conflict resolution is the biggest thing.
Conflict resolution, and then sounds like there's compromise within that conflict resolution. Yeah, the conflict resolution is something that I always talk about to the G's. I don't want any type of chick that is quick to conflict through emotionality, right? Like, and that's why I always often say that, you know, it's tough for me to date any woman under the age of 25 because the majority of them are still just not reacting in an adult-like manner to certain situations, but I'd still see bad behavior like that all the way up into their 40s. But regardless, I'm not going to take any more of you guys' time anywhere. I actually have a poll down up into the chat. You know, would you date a woman with 2+ kids? The majority of the audience says no, but listen, at the end of the day, if y'all like it, I love it. You know, and if it's working out, then continue to have it work out. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the beautiful family. It's 6 kids, right?
6 kids total.
Yeah. Go ahead. And I love to see 2-parent households. I love to see y'all together and ensuring the best outcome for the children that you guys have created. So shout out and salute to each one of you. All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
All right. Let me get this off of the screen. Let me say down up in here. Let me address some of the super chats real quick, just to ensure that I'm showing respect to those that have shown respect to me. Shout out to Skookie. Then she says that making changes won't matter because they will think about her or what she believes. My pastor said this is an excuse is dressed up as a lie. Skookie also follows up. Remember what Cat Williams stated near the beginning of the year? The truth will be revealed and will expose all of these liars. About 43 days left of the lies being exposed. Hello. Shout out to Skookie yet again. He says her carpet bombing is atrocious. Not all men. Boys cheat, men create. Stop using blanketed statements. Shout out to Diaries of a Pick-Me. That's legitimately her name. She's become a member on the channel. What a great name, Diaries of a Pick-Me. We support Pick-Me's over here. You understand what I'm saying? We likes y'all. Shout out, mama. Shout out to Key Brown with a $5 super chat. MTR taking calls like KS is the move. This is what the channel needed. Yeah, a lot more interaction with y'all in 3D. Absolutely. Let's continue to do this into the future. I appreciate you guys. I love to have much more of a community atmosphere up on this channel. There was a long period of time where I've just gone back down into the VODs, but not no more. I think that it's appropriate to be able to come on and have these conversations with folks that are down in the audience every so often. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to the Recluse Gangster. $5 super chat. Her baby daddy named Jamal. His punk ass name is Reggie. Baby daddy named Jamal. I don't know what exactly he's talking about. That was at 7:08. How long ago was that? Damn, what time is it right now? That was a minute ago. Who are you talking about? The couple that was just up on here, Recluse Gangster? Damn. Listen, guys, I know there's some other guys that are done up in the stream. Your guys, call back on in a different time. I'm starting to get a little bit winded, a little bit tired. I appreciate you guys for coming through and respect the comments that you guys have, all right? At the end of the day, let me get this off the screen. At the end of the day, the mindset involved, the venom achieved, the bullshit narrated, the modern woman today like this, just like we heard before, the lovely young lady said that she thinks that 60% of women today think exactly like this woman. I didn't say it, she said it. I actually think in high cost of living cities, it's a little bit more. So then the question is to my G's, what are you doing within your life to not become taken advantage of? Are you ensuring that you're utilizing dick discipline to not have these feminist, matrix-minded women claim that pussy runs the world? Not on my watch. Hell no, it doesn't. You have to prove yourself when it comes to me and anything around me, because if not, it's complete and utter bullshit. Shout out to everybody that came through to the stream. Oh, we hit some numbers today, baby. Off of some content that I thought no one was going to show up for. But shout out to each and every one of you guys. Shout out to the narrators. Salt, I see you done up in the chat. Guys, hit on that like button. Salt says we almost at 1,000 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes before we end off on the stream. Let's ensure that the algorithm is respecting us, that the algorithm is loving and supporting us as much as what we can. And we're going to continue on doing the live streams and coming back down up in here and having these damn conversations. You understand me? But the poll that I put down up in here, 90% of y'all said that you will not date a woman with 2+ kids. Here's the thing. I think if you're a man with kids, you need to open your option set to a degree. You could still remain, because it's different. Because men with kids don't have no expectations for a woman to be, participating financially to his kids as so much as a woman would be expecting financial participation. But if you have more kids, I would say you have to open your option set a little bit more to a degree. All right. But on the flip side, as a woman, if you have kids, you're going to have to lower your requirements without a doubt. If you want a man of presence and value. All right. Oh, shit. Shout out to Full Drinking Half Thinking for sponsoring today's stream. Hello with the $100 super chat. Not only was a $100 super chat, but this guy, half full drinking, half thinking, got some channel memberships as well as some other sponsorship as well. My guy. And he's a channel member. Listen, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you, full drinking, half thinking. Donations like that continue to remind me of the effort that I put into the gym to make my platform consistent. All through the weird things that happen in the algorithm, all through the topsy-turviness within the space, all through the sector going through a major dip, a major roller coaster ride, we still here. And I am still here and dedicated to you guys and continuing to invest within the channel to do bigger, better, faster things in order to I can provide you guys with great content. I have some really dope things on the horizon. All right. If you guys are with me right now, I already know you really bang with me in the channel. So I just say it real quick. Your boy got a music video coming out. Like legit. That's all I will say about that right now, because I want to maintain silence until we can start to figure out how to advertise this thing. And this shit is goddamn dope. You guys are going to absolutely love the content. Oh, you guys are going to love the content, baby. Yeah, it's going to get real. It's going to get real. Guys, hit on the like button for me. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to all of the new channel members. Shout out to all of the donations. Shout out to everyone that came down up into the chat. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Shout out Full Drink and Half Thinking with this amazing donation. Thank you very much. And we got a lot more content coming. We got a lot more things coming. I'm going to drop a video right after I get off of this. It's probably going to be one of them Pop the Balloon revisits, right? Go and check that video out. If you haven't seen the whole live stream, go check that one out. And we're going to keep it pumping out. We're going to keep it going. All right, we're going to elevate to next levels with your guys' help. All right? Shout out, y'all. Shout out to moderators as well. Until next time, YouTube. Peace. Hit on that like button. Good night, everybody.